change potentially. So maybe we'll dribble dabble on that. Okay, Abby, would you like to start us off on the main topic of the evening?
Yeah.
1,000-pound sisters. Oh my
So,
gosh,
first of
such
all,
a rush.
I don't think I've ever watched a whole season of a show. Basically, in the span of really, we watched like the 2 days. I guess we split that up between 2 days. I don't watch that much TV normally, so I was struggling. I was getting up like every commercial break, because I cannot sit. But anyway, really, I mean, I didn't really honestly know what to expect from the show. I had seen some of the funny clips that TLC had posted of the sisters, the very famous "My bills are paid" line. I paid my bills are
My
paid.
bills are paid. It's so
And
great.
like the sisters fighting and stuff like that. But even when we were talking about it last week, I think one of the first things that ran through my mind, especially for the 600-pound sister, which was Tammy, was like I just wanted to know their backstory of it usually if somebody's that heavy there is probably a story of mental illness behind that and trauma of that builds upon that. So that was like one of the first things, and obviously in the show we see that their mom was a piece of garbage of a human, if I'm being honest, at least from the first season. I did not like her one bit. What about you?
Yeah, I mean, literally on episode 1, we talked like there's got to be something going on for this to happen. I think one of the main themes. Okay, just do a high little recap. If you guys do not know what the show's about. It's about two sisters, the Slayton sisters, I believe is their name,
Like,
Tammy and Amy.
mhm.
Tammy's just over 600 pounds, and Amy is just over 400 pounds. So combined 1,000 pounds. That's where it comes up with the name. So that's the high level, and it's basically just like the story of them. They got kind of famous on YouTube, and I think that's how TLC found them,
Yeah,
and then now they have their TV show. So it's kind of just their journey in their life. So that's kind of
yeah.
where we're starting at. But
You
again,
got
like she was saying, yeah, we talked
yeah.
about even at the very beginning, like episode 1, like there's something up. Like you don't get this far without like something going on.
Hmm.
600 pounds. I don't think I've met anyone over, maybe one person over 400 my entire life. So like they're in a small segment of the community of the
Hmm.
world, I would say. But I think there was a reoccurring statement they love to say over and over again about how the only friend I have is food. And,
Oh yeah.
you kind of brush over that because you're just like, that's not true. They have all these other people. But, like, in their mind, at least in Tammy's mind, it's like, I literally don't have anything else. Like, I don't
Right.
have any accomplishments. My entire life has just been, like, an epic disappointment going on what Abby was talking about, her mom not being a very good role model and motherly character. And how just never having any kind of little win for anything has just driven them to food, where that eating is your little win of the day, and there that
Yeah.
was it. And she's never left her hometown, barely even left her home in the last. She never even left her home for 7 years,
Yeah,
and
they'd
so
never been out of Kentucky in their
yeah,
entire. Tammy was 32 and never had been out of Kentucky in her entire life. Um, you know, which I was like, so you've literally never known anything but like this little spot of Kentucky you've basically probably been in. And I remember Tammy saying something about how she had the last time she was 400 pounds was when she was like 19 or 20 or something. She was like young at that time. I mean,
well,
she's
she said
30.
12. I think she said 12, but I think that was a little bit of a farce.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
Yeah, well, I think she
But
was. It was just she was going extreme for the because she was angry, but
yeah, but I felt awful because she said that her mom used to call her fat. And her mom used to tell her like you'll never like just always talked crap to her, to be honest. Her and Amy, but I feel like maybe Tammy got the brunt of it cuz Tammy was always a little bit heavier than Amy. Um but yeah, I their mom and their dad was just kind of like whatever. He just like wasn't there, which is just as bad if I'm being honest.
right. I mean, one of the also trends that kind of like is a comical part of this show, you'd think, is just like them being from Southern Kentucky and just kind of being a little redneck and super redneck. And,
Yeah.
from someone that isn't from there, it's kind of just like, you're like, well, who are these degenerates people? Like, what in the world is going on? I mean, I don't mean to be mean, but it's just like,
They definitely have a very funny sense of humor, though. They're hilarious, which is why they got big on YouTube, is because they're really funny.
yeah.
And just
I
their
mean, even if they're being
shenanigans.
intentionally funny or not, you know, people like to see someone kind of like do something goofy, and they're definitely the most. I think silly is a very good term to use.
Yeah. And I think they also had gotten a portion of YouTube that, you know how there's videos of people who just eat? And
Yeah,
there's
it's
like
called
a whole fan
mukbang, I believe
base.
is the proper term.
I
Mukbang is when
don't
you like
understand
the
why you
sounds
want
of
to
someone eating.
why you want to watch somebody engorge themselves. I'll never understand. But like that also played into their weight, because then they were kind of, well, doing what their fan base wanted them to do, which was eat really nasty food. And they even said that in the video when both of the sisters, so anybody who hasn't seen it, both the sisters made a pact to get to a certain weight, so that they could have gastric bypass surgery, to get a good portion of that weight off, you know? And she said, I know that some of our fans aren't going to like that I'm not posting the video of me eating 10 burgers, you know, which is crazy. 10 burgers? Who's eating 10 burgers, if I'm being honest? That's the part where I'm like, whoa.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, one of the effects of the show was just like the things they were saying just didn't compute in like like something that was real. It's like I average every day for the last 10, 15 years, I drink 12 sodas at least. It's like these are unfathomable amounts. I mean, even if it is a diet sody, as they would call it.
Yeah, sodies.
It was like, what?
Mm-hmm.
Who? And they had this excuse that was just like, every time you eat a sugar, it cancels out if you drink a Diet Coke. And it's like, that is
Right.
not how it works. That's like double
But that's what
negative.
their mom told them.
Yeah. And then going back to the mom.
And I was
It
like,
was bonkers.
it really, really was. But kind of moving on to the sisters on their weight loss journey, we saw Amy took it really seriously, like from the get-go, after they met with Dr. Proctor, I think was his name.
That is correct.
And, you know, she started getting away from fried foods, stopped drinking so much soda, sodies, carbs, like really heavy carbs, because that was like the main thing, is like they were eating sugar and carbs and Diet Coke.
It was just astronomical sugar amounts, to be honest. It was like honey buns, little cakes,
Yeah.
zebra cakes, soda.
Yeah.
You know, like the first episode, like lays the picture of like what their diet was pretty quick.
White
Sounds to me like
October.
the right diet. White October.
White October. I don't know about how long you want to live off of that, my guy. Even if you're staying skinny, doesn't mean it's healthy.
Yeah, but
Uh,
yeah, it was just it was just really interesting. Just one thing that was kind of frustrating with the show was, you know, they can't show everything in the documentary kind of style. And
Right.
so, like, when they were doing their diets, I believe Amy had to lose 25 pounds in a month, which for how big they are, apparently that's supposed to be easier,
Yeah.
according to the Dr. Proctor. And then Tammy had to lose 50 pounds in the month. So during their first visit, they went back. They were nowhere near their goal. Either of them had barely lost anything. You could almost say water weight for their size, right?
Yeah.
Wouldn't you say? So that was pretty disappointing. But one thing that was frustrating to me is you couldn't see what they were actually eating. They talked about eating really good things, and you see them like clips of them going to the store and like picking up like these random vegetable ingredients, and you're like, wait, what are you actually doing with those? And then whenever you see the result of them not actually losing that much weight, it's like, what are they actually eating? Like, I wanted to see, like, when are they cheating? I want to see them cheating. I want to see them not cheating. But you weren't getting a glimpse of that, which is kind of frustrating, at least for the first season. Because, like, you know, if they're not losing that much weight, they're definitely drinking the sodas and they're definitely having the honey buns. So
Well,
that
I
was
mean,
kind of like,
later on we saw the number drop, though, so they were doing something right. I mean, specifically Amy at that time,
right.
who dropped 20, no, she dropped like 25 pounds.
Yeah, she got right at the 25
Yeah.
pounds.
Yeah,
And that's
and
why she ended up getting the surgery. Spoiler
yeah.
alert.
And like that was something, when Amy got approved for the surgery, you and me were like both really excited. We're like, she did it.
Yes,
And
it was a big deal.
yeah, because, and especially everything they had gone through, because they had to travel all the way down to Atlanta, Georgia from Kentucky, which isn't crazy far, but I mean, they're still making a hike
I
all the
mean,
way
we
out there. So
calculated it. It was probably like, like maybe 4 to 6 hours. I know that's 2 hour difference, but like somewhere around there. We didn't really
yeah,
get too detailed into it, but
depending where they are in Kentucky and stuff.
yeah.
Um, and like Tammy had to sit in the back of a van with the
With
seats down because so I mean she's making huge sacrifices um to get down there, which was really hard because they both had a lot of health issues related to their weight, as far as gout and heart issues, breathing problems. Both had like what are those called? Like sleep
sleep
apnea.
apnea machines.
Yeah. All from their weight. And I think for them, like that was just life, especially I think for Tammy, who has spent, I would say, all her life in depression. Honestly, I don't know if that girl's ever known happiness.
Yeah, well, that was what the craziest thing was just trying to like you, because I guess I don't know. I wouldn't say normal person, but like I guess a different person, you know,
Average,
huh?
an average person.
Yeah, I guess an average person, like you have things you can say like this is what this is like, this is what this is like, and I feel like they don't have. It's like ignorance is bliss. They don't know what it's like to be healthy, so this is all they know, and that was kind of an interesting to try to like wrap your head around. It's just like being depressed and your only outlet to any kind of happiness, because literally nothing else ever has given you joy except the one thing, and that was drinking sodies and eating. It was just mind-boggling how that could be the case. And
And I think something to shed light on is there's definitely a lot of fat phobia in American culture, which is strange since America in itself is a pretty heavy country. Um,
statistically, yes.
but we definitely there's like a fat phobia, which I think is interesting because everybody has like a crutch, in terms of like some people's crutch they turn to food and they can get really heavy, right? But like some people's crutch is like excessive gaming or drugs, or I mean it could be so many different things, some that are healthier than others. But we like shame some of them more than we do others, when in reality both of those women were obviously they were, and they even went to like that therapy session, because there was something mentally that needed to be made right. Just like if you knew somebody with anorexia, you'd be like, they need help, like something's going on up here that is telling them to starve themselves, just in this way, that is telling them to eat excessively, which we know in depression. I know I'm talking a lot, though. With depression, people who are depressed are naturally going to want and crave sugars, including carbs, more than the average person, because your body is looking for an endorphin. It's looking for something happy. So chocolate gives you endorphins, things like that. So, and that can become very addicting very quickly.
Absolutely. I definitely like, as the trend, there was definitely the trend of like childhood traumas that were like bleeding into their adulthood
Yeah,
life, and then building up those crutches of food and codependency between each other,
a lot of
which was
codependency.
terribly toxic, and how they
Yeah,
just berated each other with the meanest. Everything was just attack, attack, attack at each other.
yeah, they were both really mean to each other too.
Horrible. And it's like Tammy was completely dependent on Amy, and she was so mean to her. It just didn't compute. And it's like, you literally cannot live by yourself. Amy's trying to help you, and you're shoving it in her face. And it was like, oh, and it's like it was like this barrier, and like these blinders were on, that you couldn't see the
Yeah.
behavior you were having until they went to the therapist and were able to openly discuss these things and kind of have like a neutral party, kind of being like, you need to take responsibility for your individuality. And like,
Mhm.
there was also this comprehension that was really interesting to me, that this being scared of the independence was like a big deal to her. She's like, I just can't do it. Like she had no belief that she could do it. And then like later on, she started to do things on her own. And in doing so, got that confidence that she could do it. And it made like so many more things. It's like she was getting those little wins, to like those little tiny things. Like I was able to get up and, I don't know, bathe myself today. Like that tiny little win that she'd never had. Like just made everything better whenever in prior. She's like, I couldn't even do that. It was just depression, just sunk deep. And that was interesting to see that progression.
Yeah, and I loved seeing Tammy move out and her decorating her home, and it was so cute, and she just seemed, I mean, from episode 1 to the last episode, especially seeing Tammy, Amy, of course, had a drastic change within her body after her surgery. I mean, she dropped 100 pounds.
Yeah, by the end of by the finale, she was at negative 100 pounds.
Yeah,
from the
which
start.
is crazy. But Tammy, just seeing her like smile, I was like, oh my gosh, she's starting to get a little bit of like actual happiness. Red flag though, I will say, is Jerry.
Wait, which one's Jerry?
Jerry, the guy who drove like 4 hours.
Oh, Jerry.
So Tammy was talking to some guy online that she met.
From North Carolina, which I don't know how far that is from Kentucky, but definitely 8 hours minimum.
Just very worrisome because she's like, I've never felt this way about anybody before. Like already.
She sounded like a 12-year-old, which was super sad.
Which I mean, but again, like I said this during the show because you said she's acting like a 12-year-old, and I said she's probably mentally stuck there.
When you've been stuck in your home for 7 years and all you see is TV and honey buns and sodies, your mentality doesn't change at all.
So she's literally,
which was super sad. It was horrifying because it's like you're missing this whole world.
Yeah,
you're missing like Kentucky. There's only so many things in Kentucky. I'm sorry for any Kentuckians out there.
It's not just about the state. It's about the fact that they were probably in their own hometown the entire time.
Yeah,
or like right outside of it at max.
Yeah.
But I mean, there's thing. It's not necessarily about where they just never got to see anything else. But I'm very interested to see what happens in season 2. I'm curious if they're going to pick back up on Jerry or if that's just going to be something that died, like they stopped talking or something like that. Or if I'm very curious. I'm very curious about that. I love that Amy got married. Well, like had an official ceremony. Hate that her mom didn't come to the wedding.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, so there's one episode where Amy, she's already married to, what's her husband's name? Michael? No.
Michael.
It is Michael. Okay.
Michael.
But it was just a courthouse wedding, and she's like, just in case I somehow die in the operating table, I want to have like an official wedding. And her mom is like, her mom calls in sick on her second wedding for the second time. Couldn't believe it. But the wedding was really beautiful, honestly. For how like goofy and redneck these people are, the wedding was pretty, and there was like only like maybe a dozen people there. And like the videographers for the TV show did a great job because in reality it probably was like, but they captured the love, which was nice. I definitely teared up a little bit because it was like, even though they're kind of weird and quirky and silly, like, and Michael and Amy, I don't know how they ended up together, but like they seem to love each other. So I was like, oh my gosh, I can't. It was really sweet. So if anyone hasn't seen it, it was very sweet. Ma Crit, welcome in. So after surgery, people can only eat like a half a cup at a time. Do you think if people ate extremely small portions without surgery, they would lose as fast? I am no doctor. I would say potentially, just from my guess. Not sure. I think the specific surgery that they did, they basically removed the whole stomach and part of the upper intestine, so it's digesting even less food than if you were just eating a little bit. So you're forced to eat just a little bit, and it digests even less.
And liquid diet. She was on a liquid diet for the first like 2 weeks.
Yeah, the first 2 weeks was liquid diet, but then going forward, it's definitely way less. Actually changed the absorption also. Thank you, Brie. Thank you.
She had gastric bypass.
There you go. Okay, we got a subject matter expert up in the house. Ayo.
Yeah, real. So cool. I'm really looking forward to season 2. I wanna see Tammy get her surgery.
Fingers crossed.
I would
Hope
really
so.
love to see her. Amy, by the end of it, looked great. Was already feeling a lot better. Like she even said, she's like, I can walk easier now, you know. And Tammy, seeing where she is, and she had dropped. She was at 550, right?
Tammy?
Yeah, wasn't she at 550 at the like end or like very close?
Did
Or
she make
no,
her
she was
goal
like
at the end?
maybe
I
she
don't
was
think
like
she ever did.
550 because she was within 10 pounds of her goal weight for the surgery. She
At the
was
end of the
within,
season? After like the 2 months,
yeah, she
the
was
last
within
two
10
months?
pounds,
Okay.
which I believe she needed to be 550 to be approved for surgery. So I mean, she was probably at 560. So she only had 10 pounds to go.
Right.
To be approved. So I imagine she'll be able to do that.
Well,
I hope.
we'll see. We'll see. I don't know.
Yeah,
There's
I
two
mean,
more
I imagine
seasons.
yeah, two more.
Yeah, well, they're on 3 right now. They're pushing them out right now. Bree
Okay.
says, I can only intake a small amount, but I only absorb half the calories I eat. So there's a little bit more info,
Wow.
Moncrit, from a firsthand experience.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I
Well, it was
didn't know
really
that.
interesting because it actually showed just a little, I am not PSA, but side thing. They did show like the surgery happening a little bit, and it was cool how they like blew her stomach up and then had like robots in there, like, and then the
That
guy
was
had, it was
cool.
like literally a robot that's like, and it was like the robot was suturing and the
Yeah.
doctor was on the outside with like a little machine that was like, it was cool. I mean, I know that's how it worked, but
I couldn't stand seeing the
yeah, it
guts
was
though.
kind of gory, but
I
it was very interesting.
I don't have a stomach for that, so I was like,
Yeah.
oh, grody. But I'm glad somebody does, because Lord knows it wasn't me. But yeah, very, very curious to see what happens in season two. I want to see how Tammy. I really am curious about Tammy. All her health problems. If we see some of that get better, especially her knees. She said she had no cartilage left. She's
I would
bone
make it
on
so
bone,
hard.
grinding every time she walks. But obviously immense pain from that, which is why she started swimming and stuff. So I would really like to see her improve her health because, like the doctor said, he's like, if you keep going like this, you're not gonna live much longer.
Right.
And
And I thought it was
flat
interesting,
out,
oh, sorry, did I cut you off?
no,
Okay. I thought it was interesting. Like after Amy got done with her surgery and got back to the hotel room, that was like the trigger for Tammy to like, I need to put the walker down and I'm gonna walk over there because my sister needs me, type of thing. And so she, for the first time out of the whole show in months, she literally walked down the hallway and opened the door and went to her sister's room, like
the
she'd been able to
walker.
do it the whole time. And it was kind of like
Well, that was such a big
it
mental
was like a
thing.
mental it was like a mental block, and then when she like kind of broke through that mental block, it was like okay, and then it was like quickly soon after the quick fast follows of having to fend for herself a little bit more because her sister is like bedridden basically for like 2 weeks, or not really bedridden, but like not 100% for a few
Not
weeks. It's like
feeling
you kind of got
good.
to step up a little bit for yourself, and I think she did, and I think she got some confidence from the whole Jerry incident.
That's what I was just about to say. I was gonna say, might I add, the girl just got some action, if chat knows what I mean. So she was probably feeling very lovey-dovey, very high, just happy. Uh, so she's like, screw this walker, I got this. But that was the push she needed. In that case, thanks, Jerry. Um,
Yeah, Jerry.
First MVP.
So, Abby, conclude on the topic. I don't really have too much more to say about it. Very good. I do suggest everyone to like check it out a little bit. But what was your favorite bit about the whole show, and what was one thing that a takeaway?
Um, one man, like my favorite takeaway, I guess it would just be seeing them working hard, that they were able to accomplish a goal and such a big and really hard goal, making that drastic of a lifestyle change, was very inspiring. Even in my own life, because it was like, if they can do that, which is like immensely hard, like there's things in my life that I could do much easier. And I would recommend the show. I mean, it was funny, made me laugh, made me cry. Uh, I mean, what more could I ask for?
I concur. I concur. I definitely thought it was very valuable because it had all the different emotions you could possibly experience. Um, one thing I pulled away from it was just, whatever scenario you are in, your family's there. They got your back, at least somewhat sometimes. Maybe not. Maybe I shouldn't say that because the mom was just not there. She was AFK. I think the videographers did a good job showing how terrible she was because she was an awful human being to
She
her own
literally
blood.
told the girls, "I don't think you're gonna be able to do this. You're not gonna follow through."
Terrible. It was cancer in the term of. It was
Yeah.
definitely cancerous. I think that's an appropriate term for it. So, I guess the sisterly bond was honorable, and how Amy had always been there for Tammy, and even though there was a codependency built on that, she was still there because there was no one else. So if she wouldn't have been there, who knows what would have been happened to Tammy years before.
Yeah.
So that was great. I really like that about that.
Looking forward to season 2 probably this weekend.
We'll see. We'll watch some of it. I'm not sure. I think it's a little bit longer, but we'll have to see.
We'll see.
But that's on TLC, everyone. If you're curious of watching it, you can see it on, I think, Hulu. We watched it. I signed in the TLC app with the DirecTV login and was able to watch it. No sweat. So that's out there. And that's all I have to say about that.
Yeah.
So did you want to move on to headphones?
You want to talk about your headphones?
Sure. So just to recap, last week we brought up and we talked about various different headphones and what's out there, what is there, and what kind of brought on the conversation was me looking at these particular Koss Porta Pro headphones. So I finally got them in, been using them for about a week. Really enjoyed them, even though they're wired, as you can see. I have a cool USB Type-C wire here, so it connects directly to my phone, and this is connected just with a normal cable. But they turned out really good. Abby tried them this weekend. She said they weren't terrible. The bass is a little bit lacking, just because the type of headphones they are as well, compared to like earbuds, where it creates like a vacuum, and it makes the bass feel a little bit stronger. But the open back is pretty nice. You can hear it when you're sitting next to someone. They have it turned up really loud. But as someone listening to it, the sound sounds like it's like an aura around you versus like it's inside your head, like with earbuds. So it's kind of neat. It's got its pluses and minuses. They're pretty light. They fit really good. I think about an hour, and then you can start to feel them on your ears. But then they have like these little quick relief buttons to like make them pop out a little bit. So interesting. A little retro aesthetic and a decent headset. So
how
we're gonna keep trying them out.
When I think you had mentioned you were like you were listening to music and you realized like you had to have a pocket for your phone when you went to like take the trash out,
Yeah, I was taking my first thing because I'm so used to having my earbuds. You just plop them in and you don't really think about it, but having a cable again was interesting because it's like you have to keep your phone with you. You can't just put it on the table, and you have to put something in your pocket. So like I had it in my pocket, and I was like reaching down trying to tie my trash bag to take it out, and the cable's getting caught in the trash bag tie. And I'm like, get this thing out of the way so I can tie this. And I was just like, I see. This is why people like earbuds, because it's just out of the way.
Yeah. Babs says, I like that it isn't so obvious that you have them on.
Right? Which is nice. These ones are so seemingly large, and I'm not sure if that's necessarily this big. Maybe it's the wirelessness is what makes them so big. But I don't think the driver inside of this is much different than what's inside of here, which is what's interesting.
How old are those?
These?
Mm-hmm.
4 or 5 years.
I'm just wondering, like, if maybe like the technology's made it smaller now, or maybe they aren't as big. But I don't know much about the headphone industry, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure I've taken apart, and like the actual like driver piece is about like this big,
Right.
which is really similar to what these are like. And then there's the big shell. I guess they do have batteries built in them. So like these have to be plug-in, powered by the machine. So there's batteries in these, which takes up space. And then the wirelessness takes up a little bit of space. And then of course they just make them big and cupped because they want to be over the ear.
Right. That's
so
true.
That's interesting. I do like that comment though. They're definitely really subtle, which I do like. And they're really light. These get really, really heavy. If I compare them, these are at least 3 times as heavy, if not more. So that's that. So what did you think about them, Abby, after you trying them?
Well, I have to first make my comment that when you got to my house, you were wearing them, and I was like, oh, just came back from 2003. I see.
I was wearing gray sweatpants and a sweater, like this
You
sweatshirt.
look like my brothers. Like, just, I don't know. I was like, you got your little pocket CD player stuffed in your back pocket. You're just jamming out to like NSYNC or something.
Basically.
Or
I took them for, it was like an hour drive, so I was trying them out.
you went out in gray sweatpants.
They weren't like dad
showed up to
sweatpants.
his
They were really
girlfriend.
nice, like Under Armour gray and green sweatpants.
He showed up to his girlfriend's house in gray sweatpants. I mean, you weren't
I
going.
packed up both. So the story behind the sweatpants was I packed up all my jeans that I still have because I got rid of a lot of my jeans. So I washed 3 pairs of my jeans and they were air drying, and I literally had like 1 pair left. And no, I didn't have any pairs left, so I just went and got some sweatpants. I had to think about it for a sec.
Forget you.
I was like, wait a minute. I was like, I only have like 4 pairs of pants now that I got rid of my other ones.
You buffered hard there. You're like,
Well, I was trying to think. I was mentally imaging what my dresser looked like when my pants were in my bag.
It doesn't matter. You were literally driving straight here. Normally, I would. Don't.
Yeah, I mean,
Yes, I can't do that, but-
it wasn't snowing, was it? It wasn't snowing.
Not yet.
It was just really cold. So I was like, I don't want to
Yeah.
open my suitcase and grab my jeans out of there. Come on.
No. But overall, they were nice. They reminded me a lot of what I had as a kid that I would plug into the tower to play Spongebob game while listening to Avril Lavigne.
I want to hear the impersonation of Avril Lavigne stat.
I don't think I have an impersonation, but just like
Sing one of her songs.
I used to listen to Girlfriend. When Girlfriend came out,
Let's hear it.
I would go on my mom's computer every day. I wasn't like Avril Lavigne was one of the that was like she's kind of bad, you know, in terms of she's kind of punky and the way she dressed.
Let's hear it. Let's hear you sing a song from her.
I don't have a song. She just goes, hey, you, yeah, I don't like that.
You got to get into it. Hey, you, I could be your boyfriend. I don't know the words.
No, you don't.
You got to do it. Come on.
No.
We're trying to get that mental image in our head. I called you out.
I couldn't sing it. I just had to quietly jam out to it at the time.
Okay, well now I wanted to be put in your shoes, so I wanted to hear what was going on in your head.
I'll post it on Instagram. I can't do it live. I don't have the guts, I guess.
All right.
But anyway, they were pretty nice. They were pretty impressive. Besides that lacking in the bass, I don't love that other people could hear around me if I were to buy a pair, for instance. But they're cool. They're a cool aesthetic.
Yeah, cool aesthetic, better than I thought. So that was a win.
Girlfriend is the name.
Did we get there? Ha 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 ha. I think so.
What are we talking about?
The Avril Lavigne song was Girlfriend. And I think I said boyfriend when I was singing it. But I'm
Oh,
pretty sure she
yeah.
says boyfriend in the song, right? Or is it
No,
every
it says, I want to be your girlfriend. Hey,
Okay,
you
forgive
guys
me.
need a new one.
I done screwed up. I thought it said both at some point, but maybe not.
Also, she has a really bad line in it. That was also probably why I didn't want to listen to it. She says, I'm a mother effing princess. And I remember
Everyone wants to be a princess, though, right?
and I
But
was
an
like,
edgy
yeah,
one.
I'm a princess. But I wouldn't
I'm
say
a
the mother.
princess.
I wouldn't say the mother effing part. I would be like, I'm a mother princess. And yeah, not.
I think I used to get in trouble for even mouthing it.
Yeah, no, probably shouldn't mouth it. But I mean, later on, I don't think, I don't know. My taste in music has been broad. And luckily, my mom was very supportive of that one. Or she was like, she didn't care really I mean, she cared, but what I listened to, we were very mainstream. I'm not going to talk about music for a long time. But anyway.
Anyway. Okay, so what do we have third? We had the... Look at Turbo now. Don't get him onto Rocket League. Wait, why would I not get me on Rocket League?
Hey, Dallas Cowboys, what's up?
Dallas Cowboys, welcome in, dude. Let's go. We're just switching topics. What a perfect time. You want to do the 10-year challenge now, or?
Yeah. Do you just want to pull those? I mean, I have mine on Facebook. You can go on there and take a look see at mine.
Oh, Whatever was talking about the F-bombs dropping whenever we're playing Rocket League. You are correct. It gets a little spicy when we get on the Rocket Hagbar League.
Profanity.
I'll pull up on my Google Drive. I think I have a picture of it. I think I have my picture on Instagram even. So if you guys go to Turbo Range on Instagram, you will be able to see. Oops, I messed something up. My 10-year challenge. So we're going over the 10-year challenge. If y'all don't know what that is, it's a picture of you now and a picture of you 10 years ago. So we're doing a little thing. So if you guys don't know what I look like 10 years ago, you're about to find out. Abby, and then if you guys want to also follow suit with this 10-year challenge, feel free to put a 10-year challenge on Instagram, tag me in it, and I'll share it on my page, as well as you can drop it in the Discord right now while we're still live, and I will pull it up so everyone else can see you and your 10-year challenge. So here's mine. I'll upload it in Discord even as well, so you guys won't be alone. Where did I do this at? Maybe that didn't go to Google Drive.
Do you want me to send mine to you, or do you?
Oh my gosh, we got a hot toddy 510 bits from the Dallas Cowboy 51. Thank you so much, Big House. Thank you. It's so much appreciated, me and Abby. Thank you. Thank you. Hope you're enjoying the content, Miss. Here we go. I got it. So we're just pulling up on the gram. Oh my gosh. There we go, gang. So we have Turbo Ranger circa 2022, circa 2020, 2011, 2012, something like that. Maybe 121, 2011. So 2011, 2022, or 21, something around these years. 10-year challenge. There's me going to my high school homecoming or prom. I think it's prom. So you can see there is some similarities and there's some differences. Big difference. Hairstyles, similarities, style. I also had the wingtip shoes you can't see in this picture, but oh yeah, and there's a beard.
Yeah.
Mine's on Facebook. I tagged you, but I don't care if it's Facebook is a pain because you said Instagram. Feel free not to show. I will show it. We'll show it.
I'd love to see it.
We'll find it. So there's mine, Abby. I can find yours potentially.
It's just like a couple scrolls back on my profile on Facebook.
Okay.
Yeah, you certainly. I don't know about that haircut, man.
Wait, the old one or the new one?
The old one.
Oh.
Yeah, that's a. I don't know. I mean, I guess you were like what, 18?
Yeah, 17, 18, something like that.
You're 28. 10 years ago would have been 18. 17, 18.
Yep.
That's.
I can't find this picture.
You and I looked very different at 18. I'm gonna be honest.
Did I look younger or older than you at 18?
You looked like a kid. And
I looked like a kid.
I looked young, but like I was definitely prettier. Like you hadn't peaked yet.
Oh, you don't have any side by sides though, so you just have an older one.
Correct.
Right.
I mean, they can look at me right now.
Fair. Well, it'll be right next to you.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. We'll just do that picture. No, we'll do that one. That one's nice.
I'm waiting for it to pop up on.
All right, we have Abby circa 2012 with her super 1-inch thick band around her wrist and the little rubber bands, taking selfies in the bathroom with the girl standing up in the stall.
Right.
There we go. Do you want to sit up a little bit closer? I think actually guest highlight. I think we should be able to show you closer.
This was okay. First of all, that was a what would you split. I was at church. in that photo because I brought friends to youth group. I was a very good little girl, good little church girl, getting people saved, bringing them to Jesus. And yeah, I used to be very heavy on side swept bangs for a hot while. I used to have short hair. That was actually when I was growing out. It used to be a little bit shorter than that. And I used to be emo and like paint my nails like, well, I couldn't do black. I could do black and pink, like alternating nails.
Edgy.
And yeah, I took the like bird's eye pictures with the skinny jeans and the.
Yeah, we'll shuffle over. I believe she has more here. Here's another one where she's being real edgy with the dark makeup. Emo's not dead, while October is keeping it well alive.
Emo will never die. Honestly, I still listen to a lot of my old bops from that time.
Emos never say die.
My hair was like stick straight. I used to fry it with a straightener. Just like,
oh, it looks super fried.
All the way down every day. Man.
Excellent content.
Yeah. There you go.
There's our awesome 10-year challenges. Oh my gosh. And then Bree posted hers. We're going to get hers on here. Sweet. Let me see if I can find this. Wait, where is this at? Bree.
I think hers was a little while ago. So it might be a little ways back. I'm not sure.
Mine's like, I tagged you, but I don't care if Facebook is a pain. Okay. Posts. I tagged you? Okay. I gotta go to my page. If I can find it, how to get there. I always have a struggle trying to get to it. Sometimes the notifications don't show up right. It's not great. Go to Business Suite. Is this the right place? Oh, my eyes! Want to be inbox? Posts, maybe? I like how I said, I'll tag me in it, and I'll be able to easily find it. And I'm like, oh, here, mention and tags. Yes, here we go. Oh, no, that's not it. Here we go. Notification. Those are Instagram. Dang it. Would it be on the main page? Tags and posts?
You know what I do know?
What?
That Brie was as beautiful 10 years ago as she is today.
Oh, 10 out of 10. For sure. Adores. Oh, there, I found it. It showed up. Let's go! This is it. I found it. Let's see if I can get it pulled up. Well enough. How do I zoom in? I mean, can I just zoom in on the browser? There we go. Oop, too far. Not helping. Can I minimize this?
I still don't see it on my.
I'm trying to minimize this stuff. Okay. We're zoomed in like crazy. Reset. Click on this. Full screen. There we go. Boom. Okay. We got Bree in chat. This is her 10-year challenge. She just tagged us in. Let's get her out there and see live scene. We'll do before and then after. Here we go. Bree! Yo, so this is Bree now, one of our wonderful viewers and friends, looking 10 out of 10, vibing, living life 10 years ago. Oh, let's go!
So I don't know what you're looking at right now.
Okay, I'm sorry. You'll have to see on the stream.
There she is. Now I see
with
her.
The side ponytail, ready to go.
I don't see her now. There she is 10 years ago. Okay.
Yeah. Sorry. It was just a terrible hair behind.
Hair behind. I feel
Awesome
like I'm
tenure challenge. Let's
lagging.
go.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for sharing.
Nerd. Yeah, honestly, I ain't gonna lie, especially with the whole like sports bra with the like
The
hanging.
side ponytail got me.
Man, that was a time. I think it was for a party. It looks like the 80s a little bit with that top.
That's what my guess was
Those
80s parties. I
glasses
just didn't
were
want to say I think this is for an 80s party and be wrong.
those glasses were also they were a very timely. They're like rectangular glass. I used to have those, and I wish I could burn the man alive who invented.
Well, they were like librarian style glasses, right? Like that was kind of like the look. Or it was like bookworm,
I
librarian,
don't. I have no. I don't think they
teacher
had a look. I think they were
glasses.
just like, here, you can see through these.
Oh,
Like there was no styles for glasses. I feel like at least when I got glasses a long time ago.
there was no style.
Dallas Cowboys. How do I join the Discord?
So there should be a. Is there a link on my page?
Bree, I'm happy that you moved away from those glasses. Hope you get your glasses now from like iBuyDirect.com. They have great glasses. I just
Okay.
don't wear mine.
I believe so. If you go to the About Me page on my page, there should be a link. So if you go to like About Turbo Ranger, however that is, there should be a Discord link, and it's got like this like little thing with like two little things in it. I think it's actually a smout of some monster thing. And you click on that, and it should basically send you to an invite, and then you just join in.
Babs says she can't figure Discord out. Honestly, Babs, Discord still confuses me sometimes.
Yeah,
So,
I mean it's not terribly complex. You just like server room, server, blah blah blah. I mean, I guess it is for a first time goer.
if you're not on it a lot, it gets confusing. It took me forever to realize that you had like a profile and then you had like a server that had then a bunch of other things in it. Like, what happened?
Right. It's honestly like a whole new concept of like communication because instead of it's like there's literally live rooms out there and it's like when you join one, it's like walking into a room and there's people
Nobody
in
but
there.
gamers use those.
Huh?
Nobody but gamers like use a chat room like that.
Right, but I mean, what a handy thing it
So
is though, right? Whenever you just
I
want to
know, but
jump
what
in
I'm
and out of
saying
a
is like
conversation.
if you've never been a gamer, you would have never. Yeah, Discord is very confusing.
Yeah, I mean, it was confusing for me. I mean, it's still if you there's some because you can customize what your server looks like and like what their chat rooms are and you can rename them like all mine are named like Turbo this, Turbo that. But there's some other people that have like hundreds of different rooms where there's text chats that are about every topic where you can post pictures about food, you can post pictures about
Yeah,
music,
I
you can
still
do
don't know
all
where
these
that is.
things. It's like so much overkill. I've tried to keep mine as simple as
I
possible.
still think I still know where yours is. So Babs just said she asked me for help one time. That's because I still don't know where this chat is. I have no idea where it is.
So if you go to like the page, if you're on your computer, if you're on your tablet, and you go to if you're on your phone, I assume most people on your phone, if you go to like minimize the picture and then there's like home page, which has like us going live, about, schedule, videos, clips. If you go to the about tab on your phone or tablet, there should be a whole little blurb about no stranger to danger with a spontaneous personality, goofy, whatever, blah, 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 about me. I should probably redo that a little bit about Turbo Monday. But then you should see a bunch of social links, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Discord, all those in the about section. If you hit the Discord
Oh, the
one, it'll
message
say,
board.
careful, you're going
Okay,
to a link.
so it's just message board Ranger Hub. Why don't you say that?
What do you mean?
How to get there?
Because you can't search just message board Ranger Hub. You have to have like an invite link. It's not. You have to have an invite. And so when you click on this, it sends you to like a login where you have to accept the invite.
What can you make it public?
Yeah, well, because you have to pay more for that.
Oh.
And you have to have a certain number of members before you can have like a public searchable Discord.
Oh, so invite members.
So you can also invite people directly.
I see. Okay.
So hopefully that was clear and concise.
Kind of.
But of course, if you want to join, you do have to create a Discord account and then put like your profile picture and stuff like that, and then it'll throw you in, and you have to accept like a series of rules, which I think only have like one rule. Mine wants to download an app. Is that correct? Well, there is a Discord app. I think you can also do it through the browser, but if you're on your phone, I would recommend the application.
Nice. Babs, I have one. Well, I guess you can join that then through the link on here.
Yeah, on the channel. So below us, there should be some kind of setting on the channel, some kind of tab that says About, and there should be a link in there that says Discord with a little image, and it'll be right next to all the other socials like Facebook and Instagram. Awesome. Thank you. If you guys need any more things, DM me. We'll figure it out. I'll send screenshots. Tried from my computer and it refused. I'll try my tablet. I'm not sure what refused.
Well, I can try to invite you, Babs, and see if that makes it a little bit easier.
All right.
And if you have a picture of you from 10 years ago, feel free to throw it in.
Let's go. We got a message from, I believe, Ginger Locks on Instagram to share her 10-year challenge.
Yeah.
Let's go. So let me pull that up here in a sec. I love seeing all the fan stuff. It is choice. Okay. I'm excited about this one. Thank you so much for contributing. Okay. There's so many clicks around to get to the right stuff. Oh my gosh. Click, click, clack. Go to business page, blah, blah, blah. Posts, inbox, here we go. Can I make this a bigger one, please? Open image, new tab. Perfect. There we go. And then we can zoom in. Let's go. Here we go. We have Ginger Locks in chat. Send me a DM. 10-year challenge. Let's go. Killing Ed. Vibing.
I'm still lagging. I can't see anything yet.
I know. Give it 5 seconds.
Finally. Sheesh. Yeah, I knew her 10 years ago.
Let's go.
Crazy.
Custom.
Oh, that looks like a high. Ginger Locks, may I just say, you get more beautiful with each passing year. We've all grown up.
True. I wasn't sure how much I would say without complimenting another girl in front of my girlfriend.
What's rude?
Huh?
Rude?
Rude. I said I wasn't sure what to say without complimenting another girl in front of my girlfriend.
Rude. Oh, I thought you said Rue.
Okay, there's Bree posting things.
Jen. I mean, you complimented Bree. You can compliment.
Okay, well, fair.
You're welcome, Ginger Lock.
Thank you so much for that. Woo woo! 10 and 20? So she did the 10 and 20 year challenge. Nice. Okay. There we go.
If I did 20 years ago, it would be a picture of me as a 5-year-old. I was really cute, though.
Wait, how? In 20 years ago?
Not much has changed.
I know. 5 years ago, I definitely looked like a champion.
You took a hot minute to...
No, actually, honestly, 8 years old was like buck teeth or missing teeth. Like...
I'd be 12, so could do it.
Love that. If anyone else trickles theirs in, feel free. So there's multiple text chats in the Discord. So if you're new coming in, the main one is called Ranger Hub because it's like the hub for all the Rangers, which is the fans. So there would be where I would recommend posting delightful 10-year challenge pictures. Okay.
I think that's it.
Oh, here we go. I think we got another message coming in, actually. I believe Cowboy sent us one. Pulling it up. Let's see if this is the case, though. Maybe. I got a notification about it. There it is. Let's go. Okay. Oh, here we go. This will be a good one. Messenger inbox. So we got Cowboy51. DM me his on Insta, because that's easier. So we got, is there a way to make this new, open a new tab? And then we'll do this other one. And the new tab. Open a new tab. Okay. Get this looking good. Okay. So here comes Cowboy 10-year challenge. So this is now Dallas Cowboy coming in with the Dallas Cowboy sweatshirt. RIP Cowboys this year, by the way. Where's my crit? And then we have 10 years ago. We got baby Cowboy on the right. Let's go, dude. I'm pretty sure I remember this day. I was actually there wearing the same uniform. So I think, if I'm thinking of the right day, I don't remember.
Aww. The football jersey.
You little baby Cowboy.
Cute.
Oh, love it, love it, love it. Talk about glow up.
Very nice.
Thank you for sending those in. That's awesome. Heck yeah. We all glowing up. Gotta love it, y'all. All right. Well, as people trickle those in, we'll stop and we'll go back to those. But me and Abby wanted to talk about these Instagram. Oh, sorry, not Instagram.
It's like TikTok quiz. Is that what you're talking about?
TikTok challenge quiz or something. It was like a TikTok thing.
I've just seen a bunch of people do it on TikTok. So.
Oh, here we go. We got another one coming in from the White October. He said he could only find one picture. It's a good one though.
Had to dig
It's
it
a
up.
good one. Wait, we need a modern day picture, White October. So when you send in a new one, I mean, I guess I could find one too, but send in a new one, and we'll look at both of them. Custom. I forgot this is an old White Octo. I'll just go to his profile. I should be able to just go to his profile, right?
Wow.
No, I can't. Okay. Send me a modern day one and we'll do side by side. But I guess Abby's been seeing these TikToks challenge where you like fill out this questionnaire. It's kind of like Myers-Briggs.
No, it's not like that at all. That actually has some like basing to it. This is just like a bunch of characters from different TV shows match, 70% to, something for Bart from Simpsons, It's just funny. That's all, to see what characters, and some of mine, I was like, I don't know how I feel about that, but all right. And some people are posting like I was a bunch of main characters, or I was a side character and stuff like that. So it's just funny. I would love to see some of your results.
Yeah, absolutely. So, I mean, I can post a link. I'll post a link in Discord for anyone else who wants to do the challenge. You have to sign in with your email. So hopefully you have a junk email you can assign it to. But I digress. Abby, do you want to tell us what your characters
you want me
were?
To go first?
Go. Yeah, you go first. Sorry.
Yeah, I can pull mine up over here.
You for sure was there.
Yeah. Sometimes it's hard because I don't know all these. The first one I got though was David Rossi from Criminal Minds.
Are you starting to cut out a little bit? So if you could maybe speak up or get closer or something.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay. So one of the top one was David Rossi from Criminal Minds. And if you don't know who that is, you could, I guess, pull that up, Google. So I don't know how to feel about that, if I'm being honest with you. But he's a big character in the show. So I was like, okay.
What's his niche? Who is he in the show?
He's like the boss guy of. Have you ever seen Criminal Minds?
No, I've never seen Criminal
Okay,
Minds.
it's a
So to
cop
me, this
show
is
where
like,
they.
what is
Well, it's not
this?
really a cop show. It's more of a detective work in the way they hunt down serial killers.
Okay.
So he's like a detective and stuff.
Okay.
But then I matched also with Christian Grey from 50 Shades of Grey, and I was like, I've never seen 50 Shades of
Oh, he's the guy. He's the guy.
Grey.
For some reason, I was thinking it was a girl, but it's the guy.
No,
We're gonna go back to the
guy.
regular
And I'm
search.
like, I don't know how I feel about that.
I don't know how I feel about that either.
I mean, yeah. Some of the other ones that I know was like Josh Lucas from Clueless. But please tell me you know Clueless. The movie Clueless. You don't?
Hold on. Yeah, I know Clueless. Clueless, kind of.
Okay, well,
I know the cover of the movie where it's like all the girls in the different colored outfits, and it's like so 2000.
Sure.
So what's his character like?
Kind of ditzy a little bit. I also matched with Edward Cullen. Don't know how to feel about that one.
Edward.
Cheryl Blossom from Riverdale. No.
We got Edward
She's
Abbey.
mean.
We got Edward Abbey. Let's go.
She is so mean.
Sorry, who?
Cheryl, you've never seen Riverdale, so you wouldn't know.
Cheryl Bloom.
No, Blossom. The only one that I know that you would know is Sakura from Naruto.
Cherry Blossom.
Oh my, Cheryl.
Cheryl Blossom. What?
She's from Riverdale. But if you don't know the character, it doesn't.
Okay, yeah, I don't know the character.
You have to know the character, which is why I was saying the only character you would know that I know
is Sakura.
Yes. Apparently, I'm a little bit like Sakura, 75% like Sakura.
75% was pretty high. Sakura. Naruto, I assume.
Which Sakura is nice.
There you go.
See, that's the only one you've gotten excited about. Please.
I literally did not
Banner.
know any other ones. How am I supposed to get excited about ones I don't
Bruce
know?
Banner. You know Bruce Banner.
I know Bruce Banner. Yeah, Bruce Banner.
I'm like Bruce Banner. What's up?
There you go. All right, one more
One more. Okay.
that you really liked or you thought was relevant in somewhat of the slightest.
Scarlet
Who?
Witch.
Scarlet Witch.
Yeah.
If I could
That
spell.
was a good one.
I'm missing the new series. I hear it's really well made and really interesting.
I started to watch it and never finished it. Bruce Banner is bomb. That's right, Bree. He is.
Let's go.
I was like, yeah, he's kind of shy. But like he's also really caring. So I was like, yeah, I could see that. He's very smart, very intelligent. Has a temper, but like doesn't. I also relate with that. I can be like the Hulk sometimes.
All right. Okay, so going back, we got White October's 10-year challenge. Let's get it, dude. I'm excited to see these. These are solid. So we got White October 2022 out on its trail, mountain biking, or gravel racing probably, more likely. And then we got 10 years prior, emo phased up, or not emo phased up, emo to the max with the siblings. Let's go. White October. I love it, dude. I remember these characters. Love it, love it, love it. Thank you so much for sharing those. Ooh.
Wow.
Love it, love it, love it. I just watched the series and stopped like halfway through all the time. Wait, which series?
He's probably talking about Scarlet.
Oh, okay. Heck yeah. Let me see. I think someone else tried to send me another one. Ma Crit sent me a picture from 10 years ago. I think it was more like 6 years ago, to be honest. She sent me a picture and I had washed out blonde hair from whenever I bleached it gray, which was 2016. So not quite 10 years, Margaret. Good try. Same with Loki. I haven't even seen any of these. All the spin-off ones, I have been AFK from mad hard.
I don't know what AFK means.
Away from keyboard, I haven't just... It's been out of my life.
Oh. I thought you were saying like JFK. I was going to be like, FDR.
All right, so I did my challenge. Okay, I need to drop the link in chat. Do you mind doing that, Abby, actually? In the Ranger Hub, just drop the link that you sent me. Is that okay?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Thank you. I just didn't want to get in Discord because right now Discord is running your image. So if I do that, then everyone's going to see what's going on in Discord instead of your pretty face. All right. So I did the challenge right before the meeting or whatever that thing. And I got... Where did I do? Where did it go? I got a few that I thought were kind of neat.
Message board Ranger Hub. Should I put it in that
Yeah.
one?
Yeah. So click on that and then you can just paste it and say, hey, this is the whatever challenge, and then paste the link. Oh, here we go. So some of my notable characters that I got matched to. Let's see here. I got one of them 77.9% like you was Cosmo Kramer from Seinfeld. Not sure how proud I am of that, but when my hair gets really long, it makes sense. Let's go back to the beginning. That was like page 4. Someone that you guys, some people that y'all would recognize, 80% like me, Ferris Bueller from Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
For sure.
I'll take that one. That's cool. I relate to that one a lot. I think that was a
see
neat.
you ditching school and being in a parade in downtown Chicago.
Maybe at 28, my current age now, I would definitely do something like that. At 18 or whatever he's supposed to be in the show, definitely would never have done that.
Not.
83% like me. I got Gandalf the White. I'm not sure how accurate that is, but send it. And then I also got
wise. I don't know.
I'm just so smart and elegant and just and wise and brave and wise. And then I also got both the Weasley brothers from Harry Potter.
And it's funny that you're a twin.
I know. I was like, Sarah Slay. Anyone else? Ooh, one of my favorites that I got was Vincent Vega from Pulp Fiction. If you guys don't know who that is, I'll look that up for you. Vincent Vega. He's the guy that's like, I don't know. Here we go. Vincent Vega, Pulp Fiction. He's the one that talks about the Big Kahuna Burger, and he takes Marcellus Wallace's wife out on a date. Classic.
Don't know it.
Oh, we should watch that. It's a classic. Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe.
Maybe you wouldn't like it. I don't know. And then an 80% like I got Buzz Lightyear, so I think that's pretty accurate as well.
That's funny. That's a
I thought
good
that one was pretty funny.
He's like always up for it though. Buzz was he's a hero too.
Yeah.
Very main character.
Yeah, I got a few main characters. Marty McFly. I got
Marty
Gear.
McFly makes so much sense.
I know, right?
That's also
maybe that's who I should be for Halloween.
That would be a really good one, especially if you could get like a little hoverboard thing and
right.
That would be funny.
I already have the hat. I actually own the hat already. The futuristic hat from Back to the Future 2.
Mm-hmm.
I got Yes Gear from The Witcher, which we just watched recently. That was one I got.
Yes Gear. Yes Gear? I don't remember who that is.
He was the bard in The Witcher.
That's the bard. Okay.
Yeah.
Yep, I can kind of see that too. He's kind of loud.
I even got Naruto. Let's go.
So you got like a lot of like main characters and stuff.
I'm not sure what they queue off these. I mean, I did do like, I'm sure, well, obviously Naruto because he's like super goofy and kind of.
It's just
no one's gonna know. I'm not even gonna talk about it. I got Stephen Hawking's. I'll take that.
I don't know if you want to. I mean, he was really smart.
That's all I was going about that. Winter Soldier, you'd like that one.
You got Bucky Barnes?
Yeah. You're like,
Or the Unholy Trinity.
wait, well, who else is in the Trinity? I got Elle Woods too from Legally Blonde. Legally Blonde. I got Mario. You had all
See,
these obscure ones that I didn't know, and I
Yep,
have like all these ones that you would actually recognize.
you have like a lot of like main character energy.
Flynn Rider
going
from
on.
I got Steve from Stranger Things as well.
Oh, okay. Everyone
Where he's like
likes,
the good. Yeah.
you know.
Well, people didn't like him in the first season, but then he gets cool, right?
I love Steve, so I thought he was a really cool. Maybe not in that first season, they Jerkiverse, but you end up adoring that character. So
Right. So I'll
he's
do
very
one more just for funsies. SpongeBob SquarePants.
SpongeBob SquarePants. Yeah, I could
Super
see that.
good.
I love it. Very fun. So
Yeah.
many
So
main characters. You have so much main character energy going on. How does that
love to
make you
hear it.
feel?
I mean, I just did the little slider, so you can always adjust it to something that you would like more too. So, I mean, I guess it's fine with me. Some of the
Okay.
questions are a little obscure. A lot of the questions I wanted to do was just like put it right in the middle. I'm like, I'm neither nor of these. Like, I don't know. I'm not omega aggressive or omega passive. So it was kind of hard to like figure out where on the gauge you actually were.
Mm-hmm. Well, it was just a fun little activity.
Yeah, I like that. That was a good idea. So hopefully chat enjoys that as well. Throw it in the respond to the link with some of the hot ones you got, because in Discord there is like a reply, so you can like click on a message and say reply to, and so you'll be able to post something and we'll be able to reference what you're talking about, and you can post some of the cool characters that you matched up with and some your personality traits, because we love personality traits around here, right?
Like quizzes, yeah.
Bree,
love
I love mine. Let's go. My guess is like Luna Lovegood is my first guess for Bree. Hopefully that shows up on there. Excellent,
Very fun.
excellent. Did we have anything else?
I think that, I mean, I can double check, but I think that kind of covers
Oh
just
yes, finally, not to lay it off, not to forget about it, better said. We're starting a new thing. It's called Turbo's Song of the Week. I created a playlist on Spotify just for us, the Rangers, and anyone else who wants to listen, of course. And I'm going to be putting a new song in there once a week on Mondays. So check it out. I'm going to make a post on Instagram and Facebook every time there's a new song added and what it is, and links to the artist, and then we'll be updating that playlist going forward. So posted one out this week. The song of the week this week is Aerostar by Video Age. So go check that out. You can find the link to that in my link tree, which is on my Instagram and Facebook. You just click the link in my bio or a link to my website, and there should be a nice little big button, as you can see in my story on Facebook and Instagram, that you just click that and it'll take you right to the playlist in Spotify. Even if you don't have Spotify, I think you can still at least listen to part of it. Or you can just Google artist.
fun.
So
Very cool.
I'm really excited about that, because then you can little fun interactive, whatever, I don't know.
Yeah, I like that. I mean, I love that people can make those playlists and just kind of share something. I think it's always cool to kind of hear what other people's, what they're into at that moment and stuff like that. So pretty cool idea.
Yeah. So I guess we'll see how the feedback goes. We'll add some more songs on there. Give it a follow. Check out the new updates. So that's about it, I guess. Is that it for the show today?
Yeah, I mean that was all that we had planned. So
Sounds
Brie
good
was
then.
just in the comments a little bit. She said Newt Scamander.
Okay.
Fantastic Beasts. She also said Queenie, but I thought that was from Animal Crossing. But apparently that's also from Fantastic Beasts. I don't know Queenie from Fantastic Beasts.
I'm not a huge. I don't know everyone from that as well. I think. Yeah, I don't know any of the characters. I know Newt Scamander is the main character, but that's it.
Yeah, I remembered him, but
Love
no,
it.
I don't know Queenie, but Newt is he's a big main character. So
Newt Scamander
Molly
standing by.
Weasley, yes, Molly's a bad. You know what?
You know what?
I love her.
Let's go. So just also no PSA. I'm going to try to be uploading our live streams on YouTube because they have like a nice quick export. So I'm going to be trying to get those on YouTube. So if you guys miss the streams, you can go to Twitch and rewatch them. And then if those expire after a week, so then you'll be able to get them on YouTube. And maybe we'll turn those in the audio format. We'll see. We're slowly progressing here. So I know a lot of people always like, I wish I could see it. I'm like, well, you still can on Twitch, but no one ever likes to use Twitch. And so YouTube is the way to go. So I'm going to be trying to put those out there weekly.
Cool.
Yes. So thank you all so much for joining us today for Turbo Monday. My name is Chamber Ranger. And this is Abby Doers. Farewell. Sayonara. See you next week.
Bye.